Welcome to a new Draw My Life video.
Once upon a time. Hey there, TikTokers! Today we're gonna tell you a story, the story of the Beauty and the Beast, which you will all know for its many adaptations to cinema. Most of them are based on the softened version of the story made by the French writer Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont in 1756. But this popular legend dates far back to the Middle Ages, but with a darker and more creepy plot. So we'll start by telling you the best-known version of Beaumont, and at the end we will explain the true story behind this sinister tale. A long time ago, there lived a merchant widower who had 3 daughters. The 2 eldest were presumptuous and vain, but on the contrary, the youngest, whom they called Bella, was humble and kind. All of them always had candidates willing to marry them. But over time, bad luck in business caused the merchant to lose all his wealth and the many candidates disappeared, as money was the main motivation to marry them. Only Bella continued to receive some propositions due to her beauty, but she still rejected them as well. On a business trip, the merchant went out one day and asked his daughters what they wanted him to bring them back. The 2 eldest asked for jewelry and dresses, but Bella said she was satisfied with a rose. On his return, the man was lost in the forest and had to spend the night in a castle that seemed abandoned. The next day, before leaving, he took a rose from the garden in order to take it to his daughter. Then, a hideous beast, owner of the castle, appeared willing to kill him for his baldness. The merchant begged forgiveness, begging to see his daughters again, and the beast offered him a deal. He could return home whenever he brought one of them to take his place imprisoned within the castle. The man, exhausted, flew home and told his daughters what had happened. Immediately, Bella, who felt responsible for asking for the flower, volunteered to do the punishment. The beast accommodated Bella in the best chamber of the castle to live there her whole life and forbid her father to see her again. Every night, the beast visited Bella's room and asked her to marry him, but she replied that she would only befriend him. Several months passed in which the beast filled Bella with attentions, and she corresponded to him with her approach. But one day, she saw in a magic mirror that her elderly father was very ill and asked the beast to allow her to see him one last time. The beast accepted in exchange for Bella not spending more than 8 days outside the castle. Returning home, she found her vengeful older sisters and happy to be married to ordinary men, who tricked her into staying more than 8 days. Realizing that she had broken her promise, Bella ran back to the castle, where she found the beast dying, nearly dying of grief because she had abandoned him. Bella knelt before him and shed tears, realizing that she loved him and wanted to be his wife. Hearing her words, the beast magically became a beautiful and handsome prince who had been converted to his former state by the curse of a sinister witch, so that no woman would want to be with him. Bella and the prince married and lived happily in the castle with her father, while Bella's 2 older sisters were transformed into stone statues, but without losing consciousness, to witness the happiness of their younger sister. The end. As we said, Beauty and the Beast is a popular classic of European legends that has evolved through the centuries. It is believed to have its origin in the Greek myth of Cupid and Psyche, but it was not until the 16th century that written versions began to appear, in which the beast happened to be a snake, a wolf, or even a pig. The most remarkable was the novel by the French writer Gabriel Suzanne Barbault de Villeneuve in 1740, which served as the basis for the reduced version of Beaumont. The plot revolves around a war between kings and fairies, in which Bella is a princess posing as the daughter of a merchant to escape an evil fairy, and the beast is an orphan prince raised by that evil fairy, who tries to marry him when he's older and after rejecting her transforms him into a horrendous creature. As for its meaning, The Beauty and the Beast seems to be a direct criticism of the traditional convenience marriages of that time, in which young women were forced to marry older men they didn't know. But the story also seems to tell those women that if they look inside their husbands, they may find a kind being or even redemption through their love. It also tells of a girl who grows up unable to assimilate an intimate relationship with another man, whom she sees as beasts. She only considers her father's love as pure, which is why she asks him to give her a rose. The moment she is able to enter into a loving relationship with another person, Bella achieves happiness and this beast becomes a perfect couple, while her father gets sick, having lost his daughter's love and interest. You can see that the classic stories always contain much more history than they seem. So don't miss the opportunity and let us know in the comments what you would like us to show you in the next videos.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!